was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
You good?
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Monday to start the week, ending the month, ending the year. This is ridiculous.
We're kind of at the end. We have next week still. Don't rush it. We still have a whole other week of August next week. Wow. Don't rush it. That means rent's due again. So I'm going to breathe easy for the next 2 weeks before rent's due again.
I got to tell you.
What are you looking at?
My phone, which is, I don't know what's wrong with Facebook. Facebook has a lot
That
of
happened
issues.
to me last week. Remember I showed you why you have a red line across yours?
Because it's saying that I'm not allowed to share. But I just went through this and I cleaned all this up. I got to do it again. Do you know what I learned over the weekend?
What did you learn over the weekend?
A mosquito. You know, with all the rains that we have, mosquitoes become an issue.
Yes.
And do you ever wonder how a mosquito works?
Yes.
Why do you have the itchies? Why do you get a lump when a mosquito bites you?
Why?
Do you know why? Seriously. Do you know that what bites you is a female mosquito, not a male?
Well, of course
a
it is.
female mosquito.
Of
'cause
course it is.
Women are vampires.
Of course.
You know that, right?
I didn't, but I'm not surprised.
So a mosquito has this sensor that goes on your skin because it's looking for blood vessel. Right?
Typical woman, yeah.
So it takes a syringe.
Uh-huh.
First of all, what it does is spits on your hand. So a mosquito spits on your hand, that way it knows the area that it wants to cover.
Okay, it spits on your hand.
Spits on your hand. Hapuy. And then it sticks a syringe looking for a vein. When it finds the vein, it spits on the vein. In the vein.
All that fast.
Yeah.
In a split
the
second.
blink of an eye.
You don't even know what's happening.
No.
Spit,
And-
bite, spit.
Yes. And then it fills itself up. 2/3 of a mosquito is all blood.
Yes.
So when you smack it and you kill it, you see how the blood comes out?
Yes.
That's because it's filling up. And she's not going to leave until she fills up, and then she goes. The clever thing about this whole mosquito thing that I learned is that the toxin of the spit is what the body's reacting to fight off the germ, and that's why you get the lump.
Interesting.
And that's why you scratch.
And how did you learn all this?
Because I went to see my son Giovanni Enrique Zantori in Tampa.
Is that his middle name?
Yes. And he works at a place called Rosh Camp.
Good morning. Come on in.
And Rosh Camp is a clever
There
place.
you go. Close-up detail of the mosquito bite.
Yep. And Rosh Camp is a clever place where they do meds and they do all sorts of stuff.
Interesting.
And he showed me all of this. And one of the reasons he was explaining this is because they work for a company called NASA, which, I'm not supposed to tell you that. And in that place, they can't have mosquitoes. It has to be an airtight, clean, sealed room. You should see, it looks like Fort Knox.
Wow.
And I was so shocked at everything I learned that my son does for a living. I told him, man, you're like a mad
I was
scientist
going to
in
say,
this place.
and you still don't wonder where he gets that intelligence from?
Oh, I know where he
You
gets
still
it
think
from.
it's from you?
Absolutely. It ain't coming from his mother, I can tell you that. It's from me. But
Maybe it's from your dad. It's that Enrique gene.
well, the amazing thing is that they have hired a guy named David. And David has a fixation with the rubber duck.
Ours?
You
or
see
just
these
in
little
general?
rubber ducks that we have? Just in
Yes.
general.
Okay.
So when you walk into the division of where he introduced me, his office, they got 1 million ducks.
Did it feel like you were home?
1 million. And I said to him, what is this? And each one of them underneath has a message.
Oh.
So he has to find the one. And they tease him all week long because they don't put the one that has the message out until the very end. He goes through all of them.
Oh, I like that. We should do that.
This is the minds of all these creatives.
And mine's at the scientists.
I was in there for almost an hour. His wife was outside screaming, come on.
Pretty
But
impressive, right?
I thought that the mosquito story was interesting, that it's a female mosquito. There you go, little duckies.
I like that. We have a lot of ducks. Very cool. You learned a lot about your son. How was the baptism? How was the baby?
Fast, quick. She did not cry a second. I said, is this child even breathing? She's like, that's it.
Wow.
She's 4 months and she loved to bathe in the water and all that stuff, in and out.
And how about Joey?
Joey was good. He wanted to come home with me. His parents wouldn't let him.
He got some long hair, that kid.
I told him, yo, get me a scissor. Huh? A Segway. See, if he was here, I'd put him in a chair, put a camera, we'd do a podcast and he'd cutting his hair.
But it was nice, the whole family together
It was very nice. We went to Yard House for
for dinner.
early dinner.
Okay.
And there were 12 of us, and they were packed. And the lady says, it's an hour or 2 hour wait. And of course, you know how Linda is. We got a seat in 10 minutes. They seated us. In 10 minutes, we in and out. Food was fantastic. By the way, go to Yard House.
And how did
nice.
she do that?
It's the mysterious ways of women.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because a guy says, okay, and he sits at the bar like a log. Guys are really, we have no oomph.
You have no oomph. It's all about the women.
Yeah, you ever notice if you want to sit somewhere, you're going to get that place seated, right? If you want something, you're going to get it, right? Same thing with you, Sally. Same thing
Pretty
with you.
much. Yeah, I'm not big on waiting.
The guys say, oh, I completely understand. Or we try to reason the unreasonable. Well, you know, I have 12 people there. And lady looked at somebody who said that, and she says, I'm glad you can count.
But it was nice. It was good to see everybody.
It was. The hotel, IMG. Oh my God. It's an OMG.
Good. Very nice.
Best thing. And then in the elevator, we're going up and down to go to the ground floor. And there's this kid. He must have been 13, 12, 13. He's like 6 feet. And he's a golfer. Because
Yeah.
these are where all the professional athletes go to train. Best place. I shouldn't even say it because what's going to happen is everybody's going to go.
Pretty much what it is.
Really nice.
Very
Very
nice.
nice. Had a
Well,
good
welcome
time.
back. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to our midday show. Our crew, everyone's back to school doing what they got to do, new schedules. I think they're all still half asleep. We got Sally, host of Call Me Zena. What'd you bring, Sally? She brought some food?
You brought what? Broccoli.
Chocolate. Chocolate muffins. Double chocolate.
Did you make them?
Chocolate.
Yeah, I make the box too.
Double chocolate. It sounds so nice, doesn't it?
What's wrong with your mouth?
Chocolate. Muffins.
What are you, French now? You're British?
I'm channeling Sally.
Sally, just pull it out.
I do, but it won't.
Sally,
It's
pull,
okay.
not push.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go. So we've got Sally in studio. I've got a new
Yeah.
friend, Doreen, joining us from Alucci Salon that I met her
Alucci?
at the Alucci.
Alucci.
So I asked her last name
Alucci.
after I book her, waiting for her to tell me her last name is Alucci, right?
It's
Because
not-
she gives me her card, her name's not on her card. Then she's telling me about a makeup artist that she works with, and it was very noisy at this event. So she writes Doreen on the back, so I called Doreen, who I think is the makeup artist. And it's Doreen, the owner of Alucci. So I'm booked her for today. I said, what's your last name? Thinking it's Alucci. Nope.
What is it? What's the last name?
Kerrigan.
So where did you get Alucci
Thank
from?
you.
So was it
Just talking to your
Talk
mic.
it to you, Michael.
We were trying to decide for so long a name for the salon. So my mother's name was Lucia, and my father was Alfio. So we combined the two.
You came
So,
up with Alucci.
Alucci. Yeah, we thought it would give us good luck.
So are you Irish? Was the last name
It's
Kerrigan?
Italian.
You're
No, it's my
Italian.
ex-husband's name.
But she looked like a Kerrigan. She looks like she should be at the Irish pub with Kerrigan.
No, she looks pure Italian.
But not her last name. But Alucci's a much better last name for you.
Alucci. My maiden name was Shudo.
That works.
If that makes a difference.
That makes a little bit of a difference. See that? Not Kerrigan. I
Where'd
feel
you
like
get
I'm going to be like,
Irish?
was your ex-husband Irish?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, you see her ex-husband and her. Is that what you're saying?
No, her name now was Kerrigan. She said that was her ex-husband's name.
What's your real
Well, I
last
kept my ex-husband's name because of my kids.
What's your real last name?
Shudo.
There you go, like Prezzuto.
Exactly. Makes a lot more sense. Do you
Wasn't
ever
it-
like listen to names and think you can identify people? My son used to get really upset when I would go, "Oh, they're Jewish, they're Italian." How would you know? I go by the last name. He goes, "That's racially profiling." I'm like, "No, if someone's last name is like Goldstein, odds are somebody's Jewish in the family. Why would you know that?" I go, "You'll see. You kind
What's
of
my
just
last
pick it up." Santori.
What
No
is
one
that?
knows if it's a Y or an I.
It's one of each. But what does that make me? Italian or Spanish?
It's a good question. Not Jewish. I can guess what you're not, but you could go either way with the
I could
I
be
or the Y.
Santori Stein.
The I think, is more Italian. The Y, you can go either
The
way.
I is Italian
See?
and the Y is Spanish.
So it could go either way. Bonnie actually asked me yesterday, Bonnie Posh from the event, how do you spell your last name? Everyone gets a little confused with the I or the Y, and then you're Freddie with a Y, and people think
Federico.
then they think it's an IE. So you need like a vowel, Wheel of Fortune situation on your name.
If you look at that, I am Sir Lord Frederick.
Yes,
Lord Federico. Federico. What the hell's my
Federico.
name?
You change it a lot.
Federico.
By a vowel.
We
That's what they
had
called my dad. Federico.
Federico.
Yeah.
You see, that's Italian, right?
Yes. His real
Huh?
name was Alfio, but everybody called him Federico.
Just hold your mic closer.
I'm from northern Italy. Where's your dad from?
Sicily.
Oh, he's from.
Tre Castagni.
Now it's beginning to come together. The Sicilian.
I
in
knew
the
you would
house.
like her. No doubt.
And well, I grew up in Manhattan, Fulton Avenue, Fulton Street, and those boys down there. And they were comedians, I tell you. A lot of comedians down there. I didn't know they were in Fort Lauderdale.
I know. What a great event to meet you at.
It was unbelievable. Like the people I met there was amazing. I didn't realize how many cool people we would meet.
I can't believe how packed it was because it was Friday night and I said to him, I have to go to this event. He says, what time does it start? I say in 5 minutes because it was literally like 5 to 6. I felt like, oh, I'll be you know, fashionably late. I'll get there around 6:30 and
You
it'll
always
be good.
are. You always
I
are.
always am. But I drove around for 15 minutes looking for a parking space, so that made me a little bit even later than that. And it was packed.
That was at Lenora's? What's that place called? Grapes at one
It used to be called Grapes. Now, I don't know what it's called. Lenore's Place, I think, for lack of a better word. But she does cooking classes, and she still does catering out of there. But what an event. And I got to meet Doreen, and she was next to Linda, who does the singles and the dating and life extensions. These are all my cards of people to call back.
Now, Doreen, you know everybody that was at the event?
I didn't know anyone except Bonnie, the organizer, because I do her hair.
Ah.
So she asked me if I would be a vendor, and then I met the others.
Did you like it?
It was amazing. Like Dawn said, though, it was so crowded. We could barely see. You know, they had a fashion show, and it was difficult to talk to everyone. I think like that event, maybe in a bigger space, would be like completely amazing. 'Cause it was great, even as it was, but it was tight.
That's the first time you've been to Lenore's Place, Grapes?
Yeah, that was the first time.
Now, you do hairdressing for a living?
Yes.
Now, there's a lot of stories in the hairdressing business.
You used to own a hair salon, didn't you?
I used to own a salon.
A salon.
The hair was part of it, but my partner, she used to handle the females.
That was Chez Spa, right?
Yeah, in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. He had a salon.
On East Tremont.
Oh, Tremont Street?
Yeah.
East Tremont.
How do you know that?
Yeah, I've been there. I've been to that area.
I love her accent.
She's a Boston.
A
All I know from Boston is
Bostonian.
Mike's cannoli.
Look at
Oh,
cannolis.
Mike's Pastry.
Mike's
the
Pastries.
best.
All I know from Boston is the pastry store.
Of course you do, and you don't have one. You just buy them again.
No, I love their cannolis are amazing.
Now, up in Boston, they used to have the best soup, clam chowder of the city.
Yeah,
Remember those
definitely.
contests?
Yeah.
I used to go up there just for that.
Yep.
Oh my God, you have to wait sometimes an hour to wait
Yeah.
till you get into these restaurants.
Right. The Union Oyster House is one of the oldest
Yes, it
places in
is.
Boston.
I used to go down to a place called the Red District.
Yeah.
I used to go down there to change cash.
The Red Light District.
The Red Light
Chinatown.
Yeah. Buy firecrackers. You know, stuff like that.
What brings you to Florida?
Dawn, I hate the cold. Like, you've never met anyone hates the cold as much as me. So as soon as my kids graduated, I said, I'm moving. So
How long you been down here?
It's been 8 years.
You like it?
I love it here. Love it.
Now you're in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I live in Victoria Park.
Oh, okay. And when you moved down, you went straight there?
I lived on Hendricks Isle for a little while, and then I bought a condo in Victoria Park. But I had a shop back home, and then I didn't know one person here, nobody. So when I moved, I found an ad for a barber shop in Lighthouse Point, and it said super busy barber shop. It was Beacon Light Plaza, and I got a job there, and then I built a clientele. So all my clients were up in Lighthouse Point, so I had to kind of stay in that area.
So now you're on Atlantic and Pompano.
Yes,
How long have you had a Lucci?
it was a year in July.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How is it
Thank you.
running your own salon in Florida?
It's different. It's different in Florida. It's difficult to find help. People transition in and out, and I think finding help was the most difficult part.
I think
Now,
that's in any business.
do you hire people or do you rent chairs or a combination of both?
Initially, I was going to rent chairs, but people they didn't want to rent chairs. I was finding the people that wanted to work just wanted to work for the salon. So that's what I have.
They come in, they work, they get paid, they move
Yeah.
on.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a different mindset. Since COVID and as we come out of it more and more, it's even more of a different mindset. People
Well, and
want
it
to clock
changes-
in,
it
clock
changes
out.
everything.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do more than just cut hair.
Right.
You gotta be an adventure.
Right.
So people are gonna go to your place because they're gonna go on an adventure. Oh, and by the way, cut my hair. I mean, this is what's happening right now in our society. Now, I used to visit Juanita. It's funny because we just said this story with the barber. And she used to cut hair out of her house, her apartment in Manhattan. And sometimes you had to wait an hour because we're all hanging out in there. And they used to play games, Parcheesi, all sorts of board games and stuff because you had to wait. And when you get your hair done. And this was in my day when I thought I was the catcher from the New York Mets with the frizz. This is why I have no hair left. 'Cause
Because you had perms.
I used to perm my hair. because I wanted to wash and go because I used to catch a lot of baseball games and I didn't feel like having a hair mess. And I lost my hair because of all the,
No, I think it's genetic.
no, it was.
I think it's
the-
genetic. What do they say? You lose your hair based on your mom's side of the family. You
My
think
mother
that's
had
true?
funny
Yes.
hair.
Yep. That's
What
true.
about your mother's father?
He was bald.
See? We all used to get perms with the thing. You know, everybody got perms in the 80s.
Yes. And it's funny because the perm was
And how about
really-
Joe?
Joe who?
Michelle's father.
Bald as a cucumber.
There you go. So that's what your boys are going to be, maybe.
Yes, I could see it on Gio and Freddie already, but I'm not going to say nothing because they get mad at me. But back in the day, it was fun. It was family type of setting. Everybody knew everybody. And when somebody came in that was new, everybody used to walk around and say, hey. But she made a living. She bought a house and everything else. I always wondered, how do you make a living? But I guess if you cut enough
I
hair.
think back in the day, I don't know what it is now, it was a cash business. I don't
Much-
know if it still is.
It's, I mean,
No one does
it's a
cash
little
on anything
different
anymore, right?
No, everything is credit cards. No one carries cash.
Right.
What's cash?
Right.
But
People
back
ask you,
then,
what's cash?
it was a cash. My mom used to own a nail salon. It was cash. And it's a cash business back in the day is very different than running a credit card business today.
It's true. We used to do nails, feet. We used to do cut hair. Then I brought in a fashion show because I got bored. I get bored very easily. So I had to have a fashion show. So I had all these students that would come in and they would wear, I don't even know where the hell I got the clothes from. Well, maybe I do. And they used to wear the clothes and they used to sell the clothes. And there was a lot of champagne, there was wine. Prosecco was big back in the day. And then guys used to be upset because the husbands used to say, you know, I bring my wife here, there ain't no place for the guys. So I made a cave, man's cave in the back. I painted it green and I put torches in it to really make it a man cave. And I had so much action going on back there. They were playing cards that it wasn't easy. It
But then
wasn't
the
easy.
wives could do anything they wanted to do, right?
Yeah, but the
You have a
wives
cap-
didn't want the guys there.
How big is your salon?
It's about 1,000 square feet. So we have 4 stations. We have a nail table, a pedicure chair. But our chairs recline, so we could do facials, we could do waxing. We do waxing, eyebrow tinting, eyelash tinting, lash extensions,
Wow.
makeup. We do.
You do all of that?
I don't. I just do hair. I've been doing hair for 35 years.
Sally's like, oh, fill me in some more.
There's a German restaurant, Munch.
Yes,
I know
we're
it's-
right
I used to
exactly
live not
beside
far
it.
from there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes.
I
You
don't
know where she is?
I actually haven't been there for a while, but I used to live on A1A in Pompano, just
Oh,
by Atlantic. at Beaumont.
Right,
Yeah,
over the bridge.
a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time
yeah.
ago,
See, you learn something more about Sally every day.
Oh
Who
my
knew?
goodness, I could
She
tell you
gets
the
around
story
is what I
about that, but
Were you at the UK over the weekend when the Spain beat the UK female? It wasn't in the
I
UK.
didn't watch it. At the very end,
You
I
didn't
watched.
watch?
No, it was on, and I didn't even realize
You
it was
didn't
on.
wa-
Steve was
What
away.
kind of
and he called
UK-ish
me.
person are you?
But they lost. I saw the last 5
What a
minutes.
game! They lost by
Right.
6 inches.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know this is the first World Cup where women are allowed to wear colored shorts?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, what did they wear before?
White.
Uncolored shorts?
White.
Okay.
It's a big deal. I was reading an article about it. It's a big deal because, don't listen, but I'm going to have to tell you why.
No, I don't want to hear why. I know why. I know
The
why.
why is why you think it is because the women are like, you know what, I can be at my best and not have to worry about my white shorts if I'm having some things going on. So now they can wear their colored shorts for their team, and apparently they're all performing better because no one's worrying now about their white shorts.
That's why they're performing better.
That's what they're saying. Because they can perform, they're not worried about the white short syndrome.
I thought you were going to say this is the first time in history that a woman and the men from Spain won both cups.
No, I was more fascinated by that was actually a thing, that they actually had to pass a ruling that the girls could wear colored shorts. Here we are talking about equality and they want the girls to wear white shorts. There's actually a thing. They actually had to make a ruling for the girls not to wear
You
white
are
shorts.
Hilarious.
Do you not find that like ridiculous?
I do. It's
Right?
ridiculous, yes.
I mean, you know what happens here
What happens here?
with the girls on all their own same cycle. So imagine on a
Stop,
team,
I'm
all the
drinking
girls are on
coffee.
their same cycle and they're wearing white shorts. Just saying, go girls.
I'm just saying that guys are going to have to come up with something to feel ill. All
No,
at the same time, too.
you know, all about empowerment.
You're funny.
All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come. 888-994-4995, Studio A. I get more and more amazed by the inequality of this world that we're still discussing women's shorts.
It's not inequality.
What is it?
The scales are beginning to go this way.
Women higher than men? I agree. More to come. We'll be right back.
You're funny.
AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
If you're tired of only working for your money and are ready to get your money working for you, then check this out. This is the Transact card, the first of its kind Visa bank card where you double your dollars on every transaction. Transact card provides you with a system for your money finally works for you. The days of underwhelming 1% to 2% cashback are over. Are you ready to welcome in dollar for dollar rewards, doubling your buying power and creating financial momentum? Look, if you've been trying to save your way to wealth and that isn't working out the way you hope, maybe it's time to try spending your way to wealth instead. Learn more at gman.mytzt.com. That is gman.mytzt.com.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? AMP Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
AMP Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Things never to
we're
do.
back.
Open
Things never
bills
to do.
when you're on air.
Yes, now I'm more depressed.
Things never to do.
Thank you very much for doing it.
Things never to do. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we've got Sally joining us, and she's getting all hooked up.
Yeah,
I
this
hooked her
one's
up.
working, right?
She's all working.
I'm
I
having
even
problems
gave her-
with the mic today. I can't believe
I
this.
even gave her a Snickers.
What is the wire tight?
It's stuck, but I'm okay.
These are these new wires. You think they're too short?
What do you mean it's stuck?
It's okay, I'm good.
Josh, are they stuck?
No, I think she's stuck. Where is it?
It might be me. It might be just one of those days. I think it is.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
one of
fine.
those days.
What more do you want? It's right
She wants a wire that's not stuck.
No,
Maybe Zach,
I'm
you
fine.
can help her out.
I'm fine. I,
Zach,
can,
take a look at that wire, see if she's stuck.
I think the cord is not long enough or something. It doesn't matter. I'm fine. Okay,
I don't know.
good. I'll just
got
move
it?
over.
No, she's still
I'll
stuck.
come closer to the table.
These are 50 feet wires. They should be long enough.
They should go all the way to the wall.
Yes, they
It
should.
must be wrapped around something, but it's not me.
Today we got to see JoJo also come down,
Yes.
and we're trying to work some magical stuff with JoJo. I'm kind of excited about what we're pushing out.
So I understand she is opening a new restaurant in the next month or so.
So she has a restaurant, and she's opening what they call a breakfast lunch piece. No dinner.
Right on the beach.
Right on the beach, a couple of blocks up from her new place. And then she went in and she did some business with some movie theaters, which we're going to be doing some stuff with, from the Movies of Del Rey up to her pay-per-view and short circuit, whatever they call that deal as well. So it's a lot of good stuff. She was amazed at how simple, well, I guess I made it sound simple, how easy it is to do her bands and things up in nature at her place.
The way she has it set up, absolutely, because she's in a confined location. So it should be pretty right on point to get her. I can't say simple, but not too difficult to put together.
Well, the night train is going to be our band against her band, and we're going to go back and forth
Okay.
to see who wins that night. And at the end of the year, we'll celebrate the winner of all of this. But she wants to bring in some big bands like
Van Halen.
Van
and-
Halen and
Nice.
the Bee Gees. Those are big bands. Those guys are like 5-6 pieces. Those are big.
So I was reading an article this morning, made me think of you and me, that a heated discussion is the way to have a prosperous business. A heated discussion, which means that you present the opposite side to the conversation, but yet you do it with finesse. Like you're just showing the opposite side of the conversation to bring awareness, but it doesn't mean anything bad about it. You're just having the conversation to present both sides. You know, sometimes you and I get a little, you say one thing, I say the opposite, and vice versa. And then people think like, oh, mom and dad are fighting again, but it's actually just a conversation on business.
What are you talking about? How did you get on this path?
Because I was just thinking about that.
Were you?
Conversations.
Change the dial.
Conversations to be had. Anyway,
Have you ever
let's talk-
seen that movie, He Said, She Said?
Exactly. There's Cheers on the Beach.
That's the original one that she has. That's the, yep. And that fish was actually caught off the waters of Montauk.
Is that real? I mean, was it real? I don't think so.
Oh, not real now.
Yes,
don't think
it's
so.
very real, and it smells fishy when you walk in there.
Did you ever see
He said, she said.
He Said, She Said?
Yeah.
Did I ever see that? I think I did. We once tried to do a show, He Said, She Said, because it was very much like that. There were all of these conversations, the women's perspective versus the male's perspective.
Which is always different.
And you must hear it all.
Oh, we hear it all.
You could write a book.
Sometimes you don't even want to meet the other partner because you know so much about them. You shouldn't even know. When they come in, you're like,
But do you size it up? Like you're doing their hair and they're telling you, because, I saw the movie Shampoo, so you get all the confessions. And you size it up. Maybe she's exaggerating until you meet the guy. What if the guy ends up being a real nice guy and maybe it's her?
there's always two sides to every story, but you
Three
just
sides.
let people vent. Yeah, exactly, three
Right?
sides.
The third side is the one that we don't. It's
The
the
accurate.
truth.
Can we
yeah,
get
the
more
truth.
light on them, guys? And maybe less headroom? Make them
Tighten it
as
up.
big as we are. I was watching a show the other day that we produced, and the host was like this, and the guest was like this. So we could,
I keep
thank you,
telling
better.
them that you're probably better off going ISO.
So we can make them a little bit, or just less headroom.
Maybe use 2 and 3 and crisscross it.
There you go.
Crisscross 2 and 3. Now, one of the things is that where is your place located?
Pompano.
It's in Pompano on Atlantic Atlantic
What's the
Boulevard.
address?
2217 East Atlantic Boulevard.
So I'm going to make an announcement. There's a party happening at your place on Friday.
Well, I'm going to go because I know exactly where you are.
Hey, Sally, how do you know where she is?
Because I used to live on A1A very near there many years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to go there. Used to be Heidi's, the ice cream place. Do you know? I don't know if it's still there.
Really?
I think it was there. Yeah, no,
I
many
heard
of the
it was
rest-
a cat rescue before I went in. That's all I know.
don't know. Century 21 was there.
That's
and
better. Thank you, Sally.
There's a real estate
Real-
right next
Century-
door.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
right, yeah.
Perfect.
It's been a while.
So
That
we're
was
gonna
in my
have-
olden days.
So we're going to have a party. What we need to do is make an announcement. Come on down to the party.
Yes, we
and
want to have a
just, uh,
You
party.
want
Let's
to have a
have a
party?
party.
Like a
Yes.
kickoff party for the season?
Well, what it is you have to decide what the party's about. I really don't care. I just want to have a party every week at your place because that's what works for me.
Well, you know what, Freddie? We met also at the fundraiser, a Botox guy, Jason.
Yes. The
And he
Botox lady.
contacted me. He wants to have a Botox party at the
There you go.
salon.
And we can have a media party. We can have a Botox party. We can have a color your hair green party. It doesn't matter as long as the party's going on.
We can
I
have
bet Bonnie-
Lenore Cater, maybe.
And Bonnie would promote it for sure.
Bonnie would promote it. She already is all up for a party.
And
You
I
do
could go
Bonnie's-
around giving messages.
There you go.
Yes.
Sally can do her her psychic thing.
Right.
Hopefully we can get Linda there. That would be awesome. She
I'm
was
sure.
a hit. She'll come. Linda would come.
For the singles, we got to talk to her about putting a singles dating show together.
And yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but you got to go get dialed up. You have the guys come in at a different time, girls getting dialed up, and if you're single, and I do mean single, not because you're married and you're single at the moment. I mean single.
Well,
and
I'm
you go
single
in-
right now. Steve's away.
No, you ain't single. You're
He's
exactly.
not listening.
You're exactly what I'm talking about. You
I
can't
know
go
exactly
in there.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
You can't go in there because you ain't single to mingle. You're just single
but I
because
was
you think so.
I was divorced and single for many years. Does
Yeah,
that
but you
count?
ain't now, so don't worry
Oh,
about
okay.
that. Past that.
You missed your window.
That's right.
Ever
She
notice
just
you
got
think-
married.
I know.
Well,
I
you
was
have
just
it
saying.
easier. George and I were
Single
talking. The
guy.
facial IDs, if you change your hair or you change your makeup, the facial IDs on your phones don't recognize you. Like when you wake up in the morning versus when you go to bed at night, facial ID doesn't recognize you. But it's like you get dressed, you do your hair, you go to an event, you think you look good until someone takes a picture and you look at it and you go, who's letting me walk around looking like this?
If you look on,
You
all-
have it easier.
You look on the dating sites, and the women you look on there are not the women you meet. So you women on the dating sites and the women you meet, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm looking for this lady. That's me. I'm sorry. That's who? That's
I know.
you? This is you? When? 1927?
There should be like a ruling on it. It has to be within like a plus or minus 3 or something.
That's why, you know, that they say swipe it to the left, swipe it to the right if it's good, like that. At least those pictures are a little bit more recent. But what I'm talking about is you go in there, right? You're gonna, if you haven't been on the dating scene for a little while,
Go get your hair done.
you go get everything done. You get your hair, your eyebrows. You know, if you're like a goonie goo goo with the eyebrows sticking out the hair, got to get that trim back.
What do you-
Guys too.
Do you specialize in color or cuts or both?
Everything. We actually are a barbershop and a salon. So we do both.
So you do men and women.
Yeah, I have both licenses.
Oh,
Because
look
when
at
I
that.
first moved here, I didn't know anyone. I had no clients. I had no,
Look
you
at
know,
you, Mike,
no
closer.
money.
Talk to your mic.
No money. So I said, I can't just sit in a salon all day, you know.
You do
and
straight edge.
yep, straight
You
edge
do with the
shaves.
hot
Yes.
the towel. And
We
the
have a
whole-
latherizer, hot towel machine.
So I think what we do is we announce to guys can go down there to have their meetings. Guys used to always hold meetings in barbershops, all the important stuff. Then they went to clubs, but back in the day.
I think a lot of business was done back in the day in barbershops.
It was.
A lot of connections and networking.
It was. Not only that, you used to take your son to a barbershop because it was like this passage.
Oh my gosh, you should have been at the
Over the
nail
bridge,
salon on
OTB.
Saturday.
Nail
But even
salons.
in hairdressers for ladies, I remember Vidal. You remember Vidal Sassoon?
Sure.
Yeah, I used to go. I'm dating myself. Many years ago to his very first salon in London.
He was
I
the
a
place
kid.
to be,
yeah,
right?
Unbelievable, and everybody used to go there and meet, even if they were just standing outside the salon.
You're right.
Yeah.
See,
All
the
the-
thing, when your son is there, when you're growing up, you teach them to shave with like shaving cream and what, like a popsicle stick or something.
No, but you used to use a comb, but the popsicle stick is except you get a splinter, but a comb.
A
Comb
comb?
works good, yeah.
To teach them, it's like a father-son bonding
No,
thing.
he didn't like that. You know, Wilkinson sells the one you put the edge and you close it up. My father taught me, so I didn't put the blade in. I used to just give him that blade naked, and he thought he was shaving. He thought it was all that in a bag of chips.
Do you do the straight edge, the shave and everything?
Yes.
I love
yes.
the straight. Now that's the way to go. Straight edge. You have the leather strap.
We don't. I use disposable blades just for sanitary reasons.
Disposable
You know?
blades.
What's a leather strap?
It
It's a
sits on the side of
strop,
the chair.
like, yeah, you sharpen the blade.
Oh,
if
I
you
thought
use
you, like,
one
hit 'em
blade,
with it or something.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean?
I'm like
No,
thinking
no,
she's got
it's
like,
not the S&M
well, you went
shop.
like this,
It's not the
and I'm like, what are you doing with a leather strap?
Shorty, you getting this? You go to her place, they slap you around with a
Well,
leather strap.
that's what you did. You didn't do
It's
like.
not S&M.
That's why I asked
It's
you what you did with
shave.
the leather
They s-
strap.
You never seen the Barber in the Middle, the
No.
play? They used it to sharpen
Sweeney
the blade.
Todd. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, they used to sharpen the blade, but those blades are sharp. Is that they take shaving cream and they put it on the balloon,
that
and you had to take the
to
shaving
practice.
cream
Yeah.
off, right? And if you
Yeah.
pop the balloon, you failed.
Right.
All of this stuff. We used to have so much fun. We used to do it on purpose. Like we used to tell people, okay, here's a balloon. Here's a, if you win it, you win a trip to the Bahamas or something. Because you're not gonna win it. Yeah, trust me, this blade is so sharp that as soon as you touch it, kaboom, it's done.
See, that's a boy thing.
That's- yeah,
they always
I
want
see that,
everybody
yeah,
to
right.
explode.
but I
stuff
love the
everywhere.
name of the salon.
It's gonna be a
Thank you,
party. When do you
thank
want to
you.
throw
Yeah,
the
when's
party?
the party?
We were thinking maybe October, when
I'm
people
thinking
just start
about
getting
this
back.
week. I want to
This
get
week.
people in there.
I know. I'm going back to Boston for 10 days, and I'll be back the day after Labor Day.
Well, my birthday's October
Is it?
11th.
Let's do it. For
Let's do it for your birthday, Sally.
Okay,
Yes.
Steve will be out of town, so that's great.
October 11th.
That's why I mentioned it.
That's why she wants to meet Linda,
I have
right?
a gig on
On the 12th.
And the 12th.
Mine's
So
the
You
11th.
gotta check.
He's coming back
make
on
it
the 12th.
tentative.
I think.
All right, so we're gonna do. We're gonna
On
go
my
down there.
birthday? Oh my great.
We're gonna
That's
go down there
great.
for your birthday. We're gonna have a party.
What day of the week? We should
I
do
mean,
it.
you don't have to, but that would
Yeah,
be
that would be,
okay.
be wonderful.
have-
Perfect.
I don't have to give my age though.
We could do it
No,
on Friday,
never.
October
no age,
13th.
but it is a big one.
No.
Let's
It's
do
a
it
big-
Friday,
is it-
How
October
about Friday the
13th.
13th, Sally?
Oh, well.
Friday, October 13th.
Friday,
Perfect.
October 11th. Oh, Friday the 11th is
The-
my birthday.
Wednesday's the 11th.
That's my birthday.
So why don't we do it on Friday?
Okay.
Let's do it on Friday. That way we can do.
Steve will be
production.
back.
Well, he can come. He's invited.
Would
We'll
you put in
invite
more
him.
coffee? Just more coffee? A whole
Steve,
lot
I
of
have
milk?
nothing to do with this.
I don't know if he's listening. I don't think so.
Probably so.
But whatever day it is, come on down. We'll have a party. We'll throw it right. And if it's your birthday, that we'll say happy
It's
birthday.
a big
you
one,
too.
but I'm not giving which big one.
What's a big one?
My
She's
birthday.
having a milestone birthday.
But I'm not saying how.
Are you walking to the place, or you mean your
Walking. I live
What
in
is-
Boca. It's Pompano.
Age? Or you mean the age milestone? Is that what she's talking about?
Yes. Age milestone.
Don't worry. It's all, you know something?
So is that a good date for you?
Is that all
Perfect.
right?
Perfect.
So the 13th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday the 13th
Yeah,
is kind of
Friday the
perfect for
13th.
you.
Okay, so I will be +1.
Here you go. This is the salon, Doreen.
I think
yes.
he's back, yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Are you sure? I mean, I was just joking.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, this is
No,
this is
beautiful.
nice.
Okay.
No,
Look at them
excellent.
chairs.
Okay, thank you.
It gives us an extra reason to
Those are
celebrate.
like barbershop chairs, Doreen. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, they're really beautiful chairs.
We'll do a podcast at each chair.
Freddie, we'll do your hair. We have
We'll do all
shavers.
3 of them. All 3.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You want to shave it all?
I want to shave.
Just to shave, not your hair, though.
Whatever. I don't care. We'll shave it all off. I don't care. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll
The
give him a
party-
straight razor shave. Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring down the hula dancer. What's her face?
I was thinking of calling the Rum Diaries.
The Rum Diaries.
Remember, because we met her through Bobby
Oh
Jackson.
yes. Oh yes. She right down.
She's got to
there.
be right down the street
Bring
from
Bobby
you.
Jackson in.
Who is
The
that?
Rum Diaries. She does a whole podcasting on different rums.
Ooh, my clients would love that.
Right? That could be kind of fun.
That could be good.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We could bring all the diaries you want.
And try
The
it out.
Vagina Diaries.
No, let's just stick with rum.
Oh, you do Vagina Diaries.
And no, we'll just stick with
That's
rum.
HBO. What are
So,
you talking
Sally,
about?
what do you think? Will this be a success?
I think so. If I'm going
If
to
you're
maybe
there?
give some messages to people, if that's
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Right,
so-
yes, it'll be good. I think so. I'm feeling it. The fact that I even brought it up too and asked you.
Yes.
That's a good
I'm going to
sign.
put you in a room with a curtain.
Oh, my God.
What they call it? A shower curtain. And they go into that room and then they come out. So they get their reading and then they come out.
Okay, I don't want a crystal ball or anything. I don't work
no,
that
no,
way.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I watched a show over the weekend where in a place like yours, they had this round shower curtain thing with
But
two
then I
chairs
can't
and
mingle with people if I'm
No, no,
behind a
believe
shower
you me,
curtain.
You open the curtain, everybody mingles with you.
Okay, okay.
It's just a stand-up. Stand-up.
Is it weird for you when you're in a room when there's another psychic or medium in the room?
I'm okay with sometimes if I'm talking, like even here in the studio, you know that I can handle the vibrational energy. I might get distracted, but most of the time, no, not really, because I'm focusing and listening. So.
Zach's working on your movie trailer, by the way, also.
Oh, beautiful.
He's
yeah.
lining it all up for you.
I like actually talking with psychics because even Sandy, who comes to my show, you know, with the dog, she actually reads tarot cards, and it's nice because it's validation. We might feel the same thing. Yeah.
Well, tarot cards around me is like I don't
do
do
tarot
cards no more. I pulled the 3 death cards in the same sitting.
That's
I
okay.
Don't want to do that.
But everyone says it's okay. And then you
Death
were here
is
with
okay.
Mindy.
Mindy, yeah, I mean, Mindy is psychic, and we're like best friends. That's my hairdresser friend,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Now, when you get your hair done, what's
Uh-huh.
going on in the seat? Do you have like extracurricular activities, like get your cards read, or
Right
because they're getting
now-
their hair done?
No, we just.
Or we gotta
no.
change that whole thing. We're gonna say, okay, pick a card.
Can you imagine, like, having tarot card readings on a Saturday? You get your hair done to get a tarot card reading?
I did.
We have mimosas on a Saturday. We
I
have
did that too.
champagne and beer on a Thursday night. Wine, no cards.
The cards, the tarot cards. I had a girl that she used to come in. People were sitting in the chairs, and they used to read the cards, and it was a big hit. Because there was more than just getting your hair done. There was all sorts of stuff. Except sometimes some of the ladies, they wanted to go to confessional. So we used to hold a light up above the chair, just to stick with a light.
I'm not big on telling people my life, but I do hear a lot of other people's life stories. 'Cause you think, how many life stories do you want to hear when you're doing people's hair all day long? You must hear it all.
All.
And then they lie, and you still know the truth anyway because you know they're making stuff up. and you're
Nobody
like, yeah.
lies. They tell the truth. They tell her the truth. The
And they
lie
might tell
is
you
when
the
they
truth.
leave the store. Then they live a lie. It's the
I
truth.
think people like to vent. You know, I'm a neutral person to listen to and just
That's
to
probably
listen
true.
to them.
And you know, you're touching people when you're cutting, and you're making them feel beautiful, and you're sort of giving them inspiration to talk to somebody.
True.
That I used to be really uncomfortable because the girl was cutting hair, and they said, "Tell Freddie to come here," and then they wanted me to sit there, and I said, "No." I even got a white collar once, and they made me take that off. Yeah, I was
People
the
like
rabbi
to
with
tell
the
you
collar.
their stories.
They do. It's just people venting.
Well, what else can we add to the party? So we've got Psychic. We're called the Rum Diaries. We'll have Bonnie, Botox Lady.
Yeah. Yes, the Botox lady. My clients are all signing up for that, so we have to get him in there.
I think
They're
that's an
really-
amazing idea, actually,
lot
for
of
you.
interest
Yeah,
in that.
Well, why don't you bring
Everything,
everybody
we
from
have these
Posh
people.
that you had at the event?
Yes.
Have
Bonnie.
them just do another event at your place.
Makeup, they love, like, makeup application.
How's the
They would
parking where
love
you
that.
are?
Oh, you know what Bonnie wants to do? Fairy hair.
Oh, that's cool.
The fairy hair lady.
What the hell is that?
Like
She
glittery hair extensions. like
Oh,
pink
God.
and blue and
The
I
glitter
think I'm a
again.
frustrated hairdresser. I have worked on my hair for the last day and a half.
it looks beautiful.
It does, Sally. It looks
Really?
great. Yeah.
Just wet it
I
and
get
go.
up in the middle of the night. I've always loved doing hair, actually.
Right.
but-
Just wet it and go, Sally.
Huh?
Wet it and go.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Why
with
you
my
can't
hair,
do
I'm
that?
a perfectionist. With everything else, maybe.
Oh,
but
Lord.
I'm also an artist, actually.
You got
Those
up in the
kinds
middle of the night to do your hair?
of- Sometimes. If Steve's not there, he'll think I was nuts.
No, honey. He already thinks you're nuts. You should just add
I
on
do
to
what
it.
he's
married.
not,
This
he's
is what I
not
got into.
watching, I know, because he's giving his podiums.
As opposed to any other time?
You get up in the middle of the night to do your hair?
No.
Well, no, very, very. That used to be years ago, but it was bothering me last night. So.
I had a dream the other night
looks
that I actually had to go back to work full time
Oh my
as a
God.
teacher. And there were no supplies. And I had to go back and buy all the kids' supplies. And my computer didn't work, and the flash drive didn't work. And I woke up yesterday morning and I said to Chuck, I had this dream, like this nightmare, that I had to go back to work every day. He says, what do you think you do every day? I go, it's not work. He goes, you don't think you go to work every day? Apparently, I don't think this is work. But going back to work as a teacher would be work. This, he goes, you're there 12 hours a day. That's not work? I'm like, no. It's different.
Except last week when you was, I can't believe how much work I got.
I
I
know.
can't believe how much I work. If I heard the word work one more day,
We had a lot to do last week, and then today was more chill.
you know, it's funny you say that. When I was in New York and I had my bars, it was never going to work. My ex-wife says to me, oh, you're going to go have fun till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I says, you want to do it? Go. I'll stay home
Right?
with the
I'm
kids.
going to the studio. We're doing things. We get to have this great conversation, meet people. It's not like going to work.
But we're in the entertainment business. What am I supposed to run a morgue? I says, no. I like to have fun. I like people to feel good about themselves. It's what we do for a living.
Exactly.
It's like JoJo driving 2.5 hours to come and sit with us so we can plan the next action. Your place. You know, you got to have fun at your place. It has to be there. When you make an announcement, everybody wants to be there, and then you have to cap it off because you can't fit any more people, and then you close the sidewalk, and all the fun begins to happen. Same things we used to do up north. We used
Yes.
to do that up all the time.
It
And in the
trickles
snow.
out into the street.
Absolutely. And there was no big deal. And they used to take 2 cones. You couldn't park your car in the front because
I was
that's where
just
the
gonna
bar
say,
went.
The
Just
parking there
We
is.
could put a bar over. Yeah, how's the parking?
You can park at the
At
back,
night, it's
right?
fine. During the day, it's a little sketchy.
Can you
so-
park at the back, if I remember?
In the back,
Yeah.
Sally
yes.
knows exactly
Yes.
where you
Yes,
are.
yes.
I know
Sally
all
knows.
the streets.
Yeah.
I know all the hairdressing shops.
Wow.
That's
And
incredible.
you said there's some guys next door that hang out with.
Yes, Sportivo Cafe is right beside us, and we get a ton
this
of
is gonna be
clients from
fun.
them.
What kind of
Ton
restaurant is that?
clients. It's just a coffee shop.
It's the good old boys.
So maybe
Just a
they can
couple.
do something.
Very interesting. They would do any. Yeah, they help us so much. They send everybody over, so they're great. They're
It'd be
great.
fun, right?
Fun
You
people.
feel like you're back home.
You feel like I'm back in Mulberry Street. We did a show one
There
time.
you go. Set it up just like that. A block party.
Yes.
There's a restaurant on the corner.
You
if
see,
I
that's a
remember.
block
French
party.
restaurant, is it? Or
La
That's a block.
Veranda
La
is on the
Veranda.
next block.
Oh, that-
yes,
see,
yes,
I've-
yes.
I can't believe Sally knows exactly where
I
you
know
are.
exactly because I even remember La Veranda. Yeah.
Sally, our block is La Veranda is the next block. Our
I know.
block is the Greek restaurant on the corner.
Okay, I know exactly.
Then the accountant, then the German restaurant.
Right,
us,
the
and then
little
Sporti-
Munchkin or something. Yeah, something
Right,
like yeah.
right. Checkers.
Checkers.
Yeah.
You got a Checkers down there?
Yes.
Watch
it's,
out now.
It's a German restaurant. It's been there for like
Oh,
30
I
they
thought it was
have a
Checkers.
fantastic
No,
Wiener
no
Schnitzel.
hamburger.
The Wiener
They have- I'm
Schnitzel
sorry,
there is
what?
Wiener
fabulous
Schnitzel.
with red cabbage.
The schnitzel.
I used to go there a lot.
That's like the
Schnitzel.
fried chicken, right?
It's with breadcrumbs, right?
What the shit?
Yeah, and
breaded-
little
It's like a
anchovy on the
pounded
top
breaded
sometimes.
cutlet.
What?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
red
yeah, yeah.
cabbage.
Yes.
A
Oh, I
chicken
gotta
cutlet?
come. I'll
Like
come.
some
I'm gonna
corn
go there and I'll come
chicken
and
It's
see
like
cutlet.
it.
Schnitzel.
pounded and breadcrumbs and
Pounded,
fried.
yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a fried schnitzel?
You would love it.
It's
like chicken parm
fabulous.
without the sauce and cheese.
Oh, what good is that?
Because they put something else on it. I guess it makes
They
it
even
German.
sometimes I believe they put an anchovy on the top if you like anchovies.
So you know what this
There
place?
you go.
I know
there you go.
exactly. I know a lot of things,
I
Freddie.
see that.
They put lemon on the chicken. That's interesting.
It's veal.
It's
Oh,
veal.
it's veal. It's even better and more interesting.
You would probably love it.
They have a great chopped salad if you don't want schnitzel. Really
A
good
chopped salad? Is that a
Yeah.
meal?
It's a big shop. They put everything in the salad. Really good there.
We do a whole big block party with different food vendors from around your block.
They
Maybe
have
they'll-
music outside every
Yeah.
night. Checkers. They have a
good.
live singer, so we could go out
We'll
back
bring
in the parking
We'll bring
lot.
our own DJ. Josh, you have to come and DJ down there.
Things to do.
I'm just saying, the excitement of having a party at your place is what will draw
Beautiful.
attention to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Clothes, people love. If
All
you
of
have
them.
any designers that want to sell some clothes there.
I have art.
And
All of
our
it's
My
art.
art. Those two
designers.
paintings up there are my art.
When I came in, I said, "Who does this?"
Me.
That's
I
amazing.
have about 100 of them.
They're amazing, Sally. Really great, beautiful.
I got a new friend.
Fish season.
Sally always
I
gets
come
a
here
new
to make
friend.
friends, Dawn. Every time I come here, I meet
We're
someone.
like preschool. Come and make some new friends at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, the way business is, if you sit by the door and you wait for people to come in, they're not going to do that. You have to give them a reason. You got to give them
Exactly.
a party. You got to give. There was a guy in New York. They even made a movie about this. He used to throw a party every Saturday night in a different part of the city, and you had to wait 24 hours before. He used to send it on text, and it used to sell out like crazy. They made a movie about it. It was so successful. But what you want to do is you want to have live entertainment, and then the word gets out, and you do the next one, you do the next one. You can bring your own. You can have people bring things.
What do
make
you
a
think
dish.
about doing on Friday the 13th? I think if we have Sally there, we'll be okay.
Beautiful.
Right?
Are you sure? I kind of invited
The
myself. and made
birthday
my-
girl, absolutely,
Oh, you
Sally.
sure?
Right, so if you have a
Absolutely.
psychic and medium on Friday the 13th, it sort of negates any bad connotation.
Friday the 13th party. There it is.
I'm definitely not going to guess your age party, though.
It could almost be like a Halloween, because Halloween's
Yes,
2 weeks later.
yes.
You want to put
yes.
on masks?
We could do a Halloween party.
Always wanted to do this.
A masquerade party?
And it's so funny because I don't want to call it that because I got yelled at for calling it. You know, you put a mask on, and so like you're not gonna know me with my hat and a mask, right? Bruh. So you put a mask on and you walk around. You too, shorty. And you walk around, and it's sort of fun, you know, wearing a mask, and it's like that mysterious thing. But everybody knows who you are. It's not a big deal. And you have a party.
We could have a costume party. It's
That could
close
be-
enough. to
Absolutely.
Halloween.
I don't want to do it because I don't want to keep people away because, I don't want to wear a costume. Welcome to South Florida. Just a mask if you want would be kind of fun. But we can have a whole,
I don't know. It's at her salon. Let her do what she wants to do.
I know, but I want to bring
We
people
could just
in.
say costumes optional
kinda
because
taken-
some
Costumes
people
could be
like to
I
optional.
want
dress up.
100 people in your place.
That would
That's
be
what I want.
amazing.
And then
Beautiful.
you go to town. You talk to
Beautiful.
people. You make other arrangements, other parties. If you got 100 people, you got a good shot at making maybe the next 6 months.
It's going to be
Amazing. Yes,
successful. That's
yes,
my
yes.
prediction.
Thank
Okay,
you,
all right.
Sally.
And season coming in, you know, I mean, you gotta plan this thing just right.
Perfect.
I like it.
All right, let's talk about it during commercial break. More to come. There you go. Freddie, what are we going to be this year? You want to be Shrek?
That's me on the left. How'd you
I'm
get that
looking, I'm
picture?
like, is that us? But that's why I'm looking. That's not us.
I'm not doing the Shrek thing again. It took me 3 days to get that stupid paint out of my
But
ears.
look how clean your shirt is now. It's a different shirt.
It's the same shirt.
Then it's not green anymore.
No, I got rid of that. It cost me a shirt, ears, makeup remover.
Sounds like Shrek. 888-994-4995, Studio A. More to come. If you have questions for Sally, give us a call, or for Doreen, give us a call. More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
For real, take your business, any business, to the next level by joining us at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit. 4 days of opportunities and inside info you don't want to miss. As over 35 celebrity speakers will be live in person to teach you exactly how to make your business take off, grow, and thrive. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships, partnerships, and make true connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day. Bring your business partner, your team, your friends, anyone and everyone who wants real success. For tickets, call 404-992-3971. Tickets will not last, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
So high, but now I'm low, low, low. A feeling I can't hide, and it drives me slow. But I won't let it take me down. I won't fade away. I'll never let it make me fade away to gray.
good for today.
And we're back.
You see what's going on in California?
No, what's going on?
They have this tropical storm, all these rains, and then they had a 5.1 earthquake
I
in
did.
Ojai.
That I did see. Did you see that they only got 35-mile-an-hour winds, and everybody was
Everyone's
going
in a
crazy
panic.
over 3 inches of rain?
I don't understand it.
I had 3 inches of rain this morning at my house. And the winds were like 50 miles an hour. First of all, first responders aren't going to come out after 40. They're just not, because they topple over. So I'm a little confused. What's the big deal?
I don't know. I think it was all the hype that there was this hurricane coming. I didn't even realize hurricanes are on the west coast of the United States. I thought those were called cyclones. But anyway, they have this hurricane downgraded to a tropical storm. Maybe California can't handle the water. I don't know.
Well, I always thought, I was under the impression that California was having a drought, right? So all this water, instead of like I watched the water going down the street. Where the hell's it going? Is it going to El Barrio? Where's it going? It's Little Italy? Where the hell's the water going? It's got to go somewhere. Collect it.
I think Florida is just more prepared with our drainage and the way our driveways, our streets, it absorbs the water. Maybe California isn't the same way. Maybe the mountains are
Well,
different.
then we're talking about
I
this
don't know.
place in Vegas, right? They get 3 inches of rain for the whole 12 months. Think about that. You
It's a
get this.
desert.
You get this much rain in a year. They got this much rain in an hour, and I got this much rain leaving my house this morning. And the winds were in the 50s. They had 35-mile-an-hour winds. What is the problem?
I was driving to my parents last night, and the rain was so bad. I thought, could I be one of those people that actually pulls off the side of the road? Don't be one of those people in my head. The overpass, pull off, don't be one of those people. But I'm thinking, I can't even see out my window. So I start praying to God, please just get me there. There you go. Floats a hurricane. And then next thing I knew, 2 minutes later, it cleared up. It was just like this pocket I was driving through, and then it all cleared up.
Well, I just get a little bit. I remember when I was in the North Carolinas, it snowed a sprinkle, and everybody went crazy. And there were 27,000 car accidents. Grrr! They can't drive with a little sprinkle of snow. Meanwhile, I had to drive in New York in 3 feet of snow. Okay, you get water here up to your knees, and you wait till the water dies down, then you go out. You don't drive through it. These guys in California are driving their cars through this rain. Why would you do that?
Well, the rain Saturday night, you weren't in town. We were going to go to a movie, but not so many good movies out anymore because of the strike. The rain was horrible, so I started watching Daisy Jones and the Six. Anyone see this? It's Elvis Presley's granddaughter is the star of this, which is the only reason I'm watching, but it's actually pretty good. Apparently, it's a takeoff on Fleetwood Mac's success and the band, and they had this great success in the 70s, and I guess their one concert tour is really what made them, and then things sort of changed. But it's a takeoff, loose takeoff on that, and she is Elvis Presley's granddaughter,
Where'd you
Lisa
see this,
Marie's
at home?
daughter. It's streaming. There's 10 episodes on Amazon Prime, so you should be able to watch it. It's called Daisy Jones and the Six, and I think it's a takeoff off of the book. Kennedy, ever see Daisy Jones's Diary? The book? So I think it's a takeoff on that, but her eyes, she looks exactly like her mother's eyes. And you can just see in the eyes, it's just amazing legacy. And to hear her sing, to know that her grandfather is Elvis Presley, just that in itself is great marketing. But I didn't even know that till I heard that she
Was
had.
it good?
It's a good series. She inherited Graceland. And I heard this last week, and I thought, I gotta watch this series.
Oh, it's a series.
Well, it's not a series. It's a streaming. There's 10 episodes.
I know, but I don't like that because I like to see a movie. 10 episodes
watch
means
all
I
10
gotta
at
come
once.
back 10 times. I'm not gonna do that.
But you can watch. You
Oh,
can
by the
binge
way,
watch it.
I am now on GeoFlix. I have.
You know that's illegal.
No, this is very legal.
Okay.
I have Tulsa King. Gotta tell you.
You
it's
like
pretty
it.
Good.
Have you ever seen Tulsa King? With
Have
Sylvester
anything-
Stallone. It's probably like the guys in your cafe next to your restaurant. To
Oh,
your salon.
absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I saw a movie called The Family. Remember the movie The Family back in the
Yes.
day? You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen the movie The Family. It has all these actors in it, and Pfeiffer's in it, all of them. And it's about a guy, De Niro, who was in the witness protection deal, and he ratted out the mobsters. and they found out where he was at. And my goodness gracious, what a movie. And I saw that over the weekend. That was pretty good as well. But GeoFlix, he charged
There you
me
go.
$5.95. Yeah, that's them. That's the family.
Wow.
That kid on the right, man, he's a good actor, and she's a somebody.